we've all been to places where there's an awkward step, or awkward steps, plural. And most people don't consider the option of getting rid of that step altogether by changing the grade. If you have an awkward step or a single step that is driving you nuts, just basically fill in the area in front of the step and get rid of that step altogether. This is missed by so many people. They don't do it. And it's a very simple solution to get past this tripping hazard or unsightly step. There's always a solution if you use grade changes to your advantage. And this video is basically trying to encourage people to get rid of 1 or 2 or 3 steps by changing the grade in that area. And it will make a really big difference in your yard if you can get rid of these tripping hazards. Yeah, I want to talk about something that's a little bit odd, and it has to deal with getting rid of one stair. So if your life expectancy is another 30 years, let's say, and you get rid of a stair, that means you don't have to climb that stair for the next 30 years. How does the math work on that? Is it worthwhile? What do you need to calculate in terms of how you're going to do this? Is it worth the effort getting rid of one stair? And a lot of times it is, because you just simply have an elevation that's closer to your house and your front door. So getting rid of stairs is an option that a lot of people don't do. You need to think about it. If I get rid of a stair, does it really help me out? Okay, so I'm really fortunate. I have all the material I need coming from the river down here, our secondary river. So to fill this up, to get rid of one step is very easy. We have all these rocks that showed up as well, so we can build retaining walls. We can get this out of the ground. And by getting rid of one step, I'm actually going to save time on the finishing of the elements that are on the outside. So having these rocks filled in makes everything a lot stronger as well. So I'm actually gaining some strength by filling this up to the next level. So if you can consider your garden as this place where you can improve elevations by getting rid of one stair or 2 stairs or whatever it may be, there's the option of changing the grade to the better. And getting rid of a stair can make all the difference in the world. It makes a garden a lot easier to access. So consider the stairs as something that you can eliminate, but it requires careful planning. So pay real close attention to how you end up doing that work. So as you can see, we have endless gravel showing up, and we basically just have to harvest it. And this happens every time we have a decent storm. This secondary river fills up with really nice sand. So for me to change a grade, the material comes to me, which is really interesting, because I have no road access. So what that means is I'm going to have to put another row of stones on top of this or make my coping extra thick. Either works, and it's going to allow me to be a little bit higher here. And this is one of the main areas where the guests are going to be. It's going to be an amphitheater. So by doing this in such a way that is closer to the front door of each unit, makes this more enjoyable, and adding an extra 8 inches of gravel on top of this gives them that much more of a view of the gardens. So that'll make a big difference by getting rid of one stair. Okay, so I'll have to raise this edge of natural stone, put the coping on top, and then I'll have to cast 2 more of these circular stairs to get to that extra height that we're requiring to raise all this. It's going to make a big difference getting rid of one of these stairs, and it should actually help me out with other issues with the stonework and everything else. Yeah, so there's something I call picture framing, and what it means is you need the height contained. So you need everywhere you're going to raise one step, you need every single part of it to be contained with either walls, steps, stones. Something has to contain the sand or the limestone screenings or whatever you use. It needs to be contained. So consider that the majority of the work is having the edge, having the picture frame in place so that you can raise it up. Everything needs to be at that height. And that is important with this getting rid of one step element. We had to get rid of this pipe as well. So by raising this 6-8 inches helped us out a lot, getting this pipe to disappear. Worked out really well. Yeah, when you're switching over your staircases to ramps, so this is a very steep ramp. We're going to work on it with retaining walls with these stones. So when you have ramps like this, the more you can calm them down, the better the ramp is going to be. What I mean by that is the less steep it is, the easier it is for people to access these ramps. So make sure you have a good concept of making them less steep, and that'll help you a lot in the end result of making your yard more accessible for everyone. Here's the exact opposite example where we're actually cutting the grade. This is our laundry room in the lodge, our service room. So you come outside here and we have no stairs. We've eliminated all stairs. We've dug all this out, and that allows us to get from here to the very back around the whole lodge without having any stairs. So this idea of cutting the grade to get from A to B without any staircases makes a very big difference. So it takes a bit of planning, and if you can cut your grade to get rid of the fill and make yourself easy access to get from A to B without actually ending up having any stairs. So here is a really good example. This is the door to our cave. So it has the same elevation as our kitchen door. So if you plan everything out and have your door height entrances always the same height, you can actually have access from A to B without any stairs in between. So plan out that very well, and you shouldn't have any problem with stairs being obstacles.